Ladies, we have the distinct pleasure of welcoming you to your own 6th Biennial Convention in Wichita. And we want to thank the organizers, even though we didn't do anything, we thank them. We thank the South Central Kansas Queens Council, Connie Pearl, Carol Drake, Lynn Hill, and Tammy Wagner. You ladies, thank you so much. Thanks for letting us be part of this.
We understand we have women from 18 states, 69 chapters, in addition to having 61 queens and 16 ambassadors in attendance. That's fabulous.
So we are so thankful to be a part of your panel. So before we begin, I think it's best if we introduce who is here from Hatquarters. So I am Emily Yost, your marketing director, and I'm thrilled to introduce to you your exalted Queen Mother, Sue Ellen Cooper, your CEO and Queen Ladybug, Deborah Greenwich, Lady Cranberry, Joe Elliott, the Maiden of Merriment, which is Donna Hempel, and now you guys have asked to learn a little bit about what we were doing in the 60s. So I'm going to direct this one for Sue Ellen to begin. So Sue Ellen, what were you doing in the 60s?
Well, as I was saying, I had most of my major life experiences in the 60s. I graduated from high school, I graduated from college, I got married, and I had a baby in that decade. So I feel like I kind of lived high on the hog. My baby was right before 70, but he is a baby of the 60s, which I remind him all the time.
Very good. And I was still in elementary school playing tetherball.
Well, I was a lucky one. I spent the summer of love in Haight-Ashbury in 1969.
Ooh.
But I have to point out that the 60s it was a decade that was kind of split. The first half was all sweater twin sets and pleated skirts, and then the last half was all flower power. So it was fun. I'll tell you, being in the Haight-Ashbury that summer was enlightening. It was, you walk through the streets, the doors were open, the music was playing. Yes, bees, flower power, yes, far out. And it was beautiful. They had a place called the Free Store, and it was a place where you went to, like a store that you would normally buy something, but everything was free.
Wow.
So if you picked out a pair of jeans, you left something, a sweater or something, in its place.
Oh.
So it was wonderful. Of course, dreams last better in the sunshine. So when it came winter, I came home. It was wonderful.
Joe, how about you? Donna, how about you?
Well, hello everybody. I'm a summer child, so in the 60s, I graduated kindergarten, but I was really hot on hula hoops. So I'm a first grader and being 6 years old and all, and I could not wait for recess.
Well, in the 60s, I was a mere twinkle in my daddy's eye. So I can wear the flower power 60s glasses, but I can't do any more for you guys than that. So that's what we were all doing in the 60s. So now it's time for our panel questions, and I'm going to begin with Donna. Donna, the women are asking, how do they become an ambassador?
My goodness, you just need to send an email to ambassadors@redhatsociety.com. Tell us how fabulous you are, what you do, how you like, what you do for the Red Hat Society, and how you want to help us grow.
Okay, that was pretty simple. So Joe, what does an ambassador do?
Well, I'd love to tell you. The primary goal of being an ambassador is to attract new members to the society. So that's the primary goal. But then there's other projects, like right now we're encouraging people to log into the new system and get involved. You're the go-to gal of your neighborhood. But I want to point out that there's a difference between being a good queen and a good ambassador. A good queen has all her members signed up, she puts her events on the calendar, she's active in the society, she promotes us, all of that. The ambassador reaches outward to new people. So that's the main difference there. And our ambassadors are good on social media, and they're quick to respond, and they're just very active leaders in their community. Does that help?
Yeah, that's really good. But another question they were asking, Donna, is do you have to go to the International Convention in order to be an ambassador?
Well, of course. No, just kidding. No, there's no mandatory requirement for that. And we encourage ladies to come because this is our time when we can be with you. We have that one-on-one engagement time. And our ambassador program also offers the gathering. And there is when we have 200 women coming together under the umbrella to share ideas, to inspire each other, to see what's new, to see how we can move this force forward to be able to grow the society. So we're all here in the next 20th century following us.
Okay, so the next question was for Sue Ellen, and it's really about how does someone become a queen? I think there's, in some areas, there's a misconception that you have to earn the right to be a queen, or there may be a geographic range that you can't go out of, or so how does someone become a queen?
Well, how did I become a queen? That would be instructive. You first of all, you say you're a queen. You just announce that you are a queen, and you gather some chapterettes. It's really that easy. It's not hard. I keep telling people queen is the best job because theoretically, at least, you don't have any work. You just point your finger and delegate everything. So a queen is going to be, with her tongue firmly in cheek, she's going to be reigning and making pronouncements and sashaying around in her robe or whatever. It's just somebody that's full of fun and enjoys friendship, enjoys women, and just wants to be very queenly. I think we all grew up wanting to be princesses, but now we have to be queens because we're older.
And also, I mean, when you first started, you were a self-appointed queen.
That's what I said. I didn't get coronated until our first convention when Linda surprised me by coronating me because I had already coronated myself.
So the next question I'm actually going to take, but to kind of piggyback on what Sue was saying also, the only requirement from the Red Hat Society is that if you decide, just like she said, that you want to self-appoint, just go online to redhatsociety.com and choose to become a queen. Or if you're already a supporting member of the Red Hat Society, you can wait until the time of renewal. And when you're about to renew, you can select to be a queen instead of a supporting member. Or if you're really anxious and you can't wait until the time of renewal, just call us. It would be our pleasure to help you upgrade to a queen and get you going right now. So my question was, do I need a chapter name and Red Hatters before I become a queen? Technically, the answer is no. You do not need to know the name of your chapter because it may take you a little while. And to be quite honest, when I first started at the Red Hat Society, I needed a little bit of time to figure out what I wanted the name of my chapter to be. And the new website makes that completely and totally possible, that I can join, pay my dues as a queen, think about what I want to call my chapter, and then later fill out that chapter name request to get that chapter group started. And as to chapterettes, the truth is I didn't have any when I first started. I actually met friends and said after I became queen, okay, I just started a chapter, do you want to play? And they all said, yeah, we'll play. So now I have a robust chapter, but when I actually became a queen and paid my dues, I didn't have a name and I didn't have any members. But I quickly developed that because we want to grow the society too. We really do want to see a chapter become a real chapter that thrives and has people in it. So that's how I did it. It's really free form, so don't feel like you have to do something before you become a queen. Okay, so the next question is to Joe. Can I have a co-queen?
You sure can. If you're willing to share your chapter, you can. But if you want to have a co-queen situation, both of the women need to be queens. So they both have to sign up to be queens. If one queen and one queen, they both can have administrative capability in the chapter. But Red Hat Society Hatquarters has to allow that for you. So you would just email or call us and we would assign that administrative ability to the co-queen. So yes, you can.
But what about vice queens?
Vice queens can be on your roster.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to have anyone have administrative rights to your chapter, you just have to contact us and we can do that for you.
So what if they don't want to give them administrative rights, but they have a best friend and they want to call her the co-queen, or they have a vice queen? I mean, is there anything literally they have to do with us at Hatquarters?
No, they don't. But what you can do to acknowledge them is in your chapter description, put her name and her status. And that's where you could put your vice queen too.
Did you have something to add to that, Donna?
Well, I just always think it's really nice to be able to honor those women. I think that's what it is. But we, as far as a type of membership, we don't have a co-queen type of membership. Remember, we have queens, supporting members, and our online members. So I hope that helps.
Yes.
Okay, so I had a question that I'm going to answer. The question was, and the statement was, I know you're cutting expenses, but why did you quit sending out the Proud to be a Hatter and other stickers with our renewal membership? This particular person says, I really like them and use them on my correspondence and cards to members and prospective members. You know what? Thank you for using those stickers. We appreciate that more than you know. Each year we look at how to be good stewards of the money that we have been given to watch over from the members and the Queens of the Red Hat Society. And each year it's been kind of slightly different as to how we responded. And I'll give an example. One year I was speaking to one of the members in Canada, and she had mentioned to me, well, Emily, I know you guys want to send something that's flat, that doesn't weigh a lot, that could get to Australia just as easy. How about one of those little patches? And we brought that to our group here at Hatquarters and talked about it, and that particular next year we were able to do that. So it really depends on what we have to put inside of the packet, but we do understand that that's something that you want, and this is not the first time I've heard it. So I actually left the next question to our CEO, Deborah. Okay, Deborah, so can they please get the stickers back in that membership kit?
Well, maybe not in the membership kit. There'll be some stickers, but you'll be able to purchase them at Royal Splendor or Red Hat Society store. So we'll contact them because we hear that you need them.
Okay, thank you, Deborah. And to kind of piggyback on what Deborah's saying, if you look, I would say at least once a month at our shopping and offers page on the Red Hat Society's website, the team that handles all the shopping and offers things, they're constantly looking for new discounts for you guys and new ways to get fun stuff. Check out all those particular vendors, because one is Avery right now that has all kinds of cool things that you can purchase in printed form. Just keep looking at that, because that's a really good area. And there's a new affinity program, and I know some of you have heard what I mentioned about Ancestry.com. If you actually use those specific links, not only do you get great, cool things at really great rates, but you also are supporting the Red Hat Society with every purchase. So those companies are giving back to us. So that's a really good thing to know too.
And it's growing daily.
Yeah, daily. So at least once a month, take a look at it. Would you ask them?
I'd say once a week would be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how quickly they're growing that area. All right, Joe, another question. I belong to a chapter that the Queen says she will kick out any of her chapter members if they attend or join another chapter.
Oh, no. For years, we've been working toward more connectivity of our membership, okay? All along, any member can play with any other chapter. That's bottom line. Everybody can play with everybody. There isn't any rule about that. And this new system makes it so the typical supporting member can contact any other member all over the world. So there's no reason to restrict that. So please, play with each other. That's the answer.
Yeah. Deborah, did you want to add to that?
No, I think she said it right.
Okay.
Absolutely. As always.
Sue, do you have anything to add to that? Because sometimes it feels like queens try to control what the girls in their chapter do or don't do.
And that's the kind of thing, frankly, that was the furthest from my mind, because we've all been in sororities and, lots of very regimented groups. And I don't know that we need that. I think if you're a member and you've joined, we're not really authoritarian queens. We're not really, I hate to tell you that. I'm not actually a queen. So I really can't tell you what to do. I've had people say, my queen will only let us wear, she has a color swatch. And we have please, ladies, come on, we got to have a little freedom,
Okay, and I think that that actually speaks to what the next question was for you. The spirit of the Red Hat Society. Is there? Does anyone else want to add to that? Because Sue really answered that. Is there?
Well, yes, I do.
Okay.
The queen that restricts her membership this is all supposed to be fun, all for fun. But the queen that restricts things that go on in the chapter will end up playing alone. So let's just open things up and have a good time, and everybody can play with everybody else.
I have something. I think that it's really important for us to know that we are an inclusive society and not an exclusive society. So this is the one place that if you have a positive attitude and you want to join and have fun with like-minded women, this is where you belong. So we like to believe that we are inclusive and that everybody has value in the society.
That's a really good point, and I think that the bottom line is that you want to treat people how you would like to be treated, and there are a lot of us that we're just trying to express ourselves. We just want to go. You know, one of the F's is freedom, and if a queen makes me feel like I can't express myself, I feel like the whole society has let me down. And from a PR perspective, as the person who answers a lot of those upset members' questions, I constantly get told this queen won't let me do this. I don't want to be a part of a society that does something like that. And that's actually really hard to answer, because I want to say, wait a minute, we never said that at Hatquarters. We never put that out there. The same thing holds true when we go out as groups to restaurants. A lot of times I hear of upset waiters and waitresses and servers, to be more correct. But they say they weren't nice to us, or they didn't tip us well. The truth is that we're supposed to play nice.
But I'm going to share, that's the exception.
Yes. Oh, and I have something to say. All of you out there right now, I've been to your event twice, Connie, and it's been so fun, and none of the stuff that we're talking about is happening there. You guys are strictly in it for the fun factor.
You rock. And so I think that thank you to the entire group for actually wanting to hear and let us be a part of this big special thing. We all wish that we were sitting right there with you. But thank you for that. And Deborah, did you want to add anything?
No, just thank you for allowing us to join you and be a part of your society and our society.
Sue has something.
I did want to speak about the spirit in general, the Red Hat Society, because it shouldn't be, it's not hard, but apparently occasionally it is for some people. We are about fun, friendship, freedom, fulfillment, and fitness. And anything, I know we always say we don't have any rules. Well, we have a few guidelines. We found out. But we're not, our spirit is not about that. Our spirit is not about how to enforce or keep people in line. Our spirit is to let people go out on the playground. We call Red Hat Society recess for a reason. So I think that's probably what you would say. We call it recess for a reason. I just thought of that just now.
Very good. I like that.
Anyway, enjoy your play. Have a wonderful time in play. So what were you going to say, Deborah?
I was going to say, join me in saying,
Red Hatters Matter!
And pink too!
I'm going to take off my hat because I need to introduce you guys to who is actually running our camera for us today. It's Chalet. So of course Pink Hatters Matter.
Of course they do.
Have your kicks on Route 66.
Yes!
Bye ladies, love you.